It's such a fucking ridiculous song.
Check. Check.
I mean, you could Google that song and figure it out. Yeah.
Josh, it's actually a pretty happy place. It's good. This is a good day. I should probably read something.
How come you don't tweet one?
Hey, Clown. You don't have a lock pass on your phone, do you?
No.
All right, cool. I'm gonna totally cock bomb you right now. Hey, welcome to the second episode of the Deathsquad Secret Show, live from the Comedy Store. How you guys doing today? Holy mighty. That song was actually a song called Olive Garden Butthole, and I want to thank Bone Cage for it. That's the guy's name, I guess. That's his maiden name. It's actually a song I wrote when I was really stoned about Olive Garden, and he redid it for the radio or something like that. This is an interesting episode because my co-host is not here. And that's really stressful for me because how am I supposed to run the show and run all this and talk to this and make a show and all that? But thank God I have an awesome, amazing crowd of fucking comics to bring up to the stage. This is going to be a great, interesting night. And Jason Tebow can lick my tiny little asshole. Fucking Tebow wants a chance in this industry. He's tired of his name not on the wall at the Comedy Store, and he fucking lets me down and leaves me here all by myself. So, thank you, Jason Tebow. I am drinking and not eating today. This is my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I just did a shot of Jack, so you're going to see an interesting me tonight. But thank God I have friends, and I want to introduce this next guy. He is a Deathsquad regular, and one of my favorite people, and you've seen him on The Naughty Show on Deathsquad. Should I start it from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start this from the beginning here. Here we go. Guys, give it up for the very amazing, great guy, all around, hilarious, scares my mom when I showed her a picture, Clownvis, everybody.
Thank you very much, guys. You're a wonderful audience.
Let's see if this works.
I'd like to sing a song for you. It's kind of a holiday-oriented classic, but it's brand new. Give it a little juice. Here it is. Yeah. Jesus Christ eating on a chicken wing. He's got hot sauce and ranch to dip in. Baby, he's in little baby heaven. Jesus Christ eating on a chicken wing. It's his birthday today, so let him have it his way. He likes them hot, he likes them spicy. Oh, don't give him no barbecue honey sauce. That ain't no way to treat him, honey, he's the boss. Jesus Christ, eating on a chicken wing. Oh, my Lord and my Savior, watch him savor the flavor. You know, ladies and gentlemen, a quick history lesson. It was probably about 5,000 years ago that Santa Claus was a-wassailing through the North Pole when he came upon a child, a baby child, in a manger. The baby child was crying. Santa Claus didn't know what to do. So he put a chicken wing in the baby's mouth. And then they wrote the Bible. Jesus Christ eating on a chicken wing. Psalms 37, let there be hot wings in heaven. Jesus Christ eating on a chicken wing. Oh, my Lord and my Savior, watch him savor the flavor. He's the boss Throw another wing up to him on the cross now, baby. Gotta get down. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hey, you got a phone call from Jamie at the improv going on here. Jamie thought that this was a time.
It's a good time to call.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, give it up for Clownvis. Fucking hilarious. That was cool. Thank you. Now, Clownvis, we got a great show tonight, and of course, as usual, we have a lot of special guests. Also, we have a guest artist. And you've been on a Muff Said, which is with Ryan Keeley on the Deathsquad network, and you painted me one of the most amazing drawings ever. And I fucking look at it almost every day. I'm getting it framed actually. I redid my living room. It's going to be on my wall. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi. Who do I introduce myself to?
Huh? Introduce yourself to the millions of audio listeners that are listening.
Hi, Oculus. My name's Megan Hutchison. I'm an illustrator, and my art name is Black M-E-M. And I draw comic books.
And you also make videos. You do.
Oh yeah, I used to work in film.
Yeah. What you do in film?
I was a production designer.
Production designer. And now, is your art more like illustration based, or is it comic book? What's your style? Like, are you more of a I don't know? Do you draw like little cute ice cream cones all the time, or are you more no? What's
mostly robots, pandas, and dead people.
That's my three favorite things to have sex with.
Yeah. See, that's why we're friends.
I know that because we all love having sex with dead people. It's so awesome. What? There's nothing wrong with them. Wow, why did my voice just get so high right there? So, Megan, last week we had Rita on, and I don't know if you know Rita from Drink and Draw, which is awesome, by the way. If you live in Los Angeles, there's this place. Where's it at?
It's at Casey's.
Casey's downtown every Thursday night. I think it starts at 8 o'clock. And you just sit around this humongous table, like a Viking table, and you sit there and you get drunk and you draw with some like the best comic book artists from like Marvel and DC and just fucking amazing artists. And you're just sitting there with all these brilliant people drawing pictures of penises, and it's fucking awesome.
It's mostly boobs, actually.
Boobs?
It's mostly boobs.
Yeah, I'm mostly, like, if you look at all my art, I draw once in a while, but most of my art always has boobs in it, a penis, and eyeballs, because I'm like, oh, let's draw eyeballs. I'm the worst at hands. Are you good at hands? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. But what we had Rita on last week, and what we do is we always have an artist, like a courtroom sketch artist, kind of like drawing what they want to draw, like anything, whatever they feel like drawing, and then we auction it off when the episode's released, and then all the money goes to her. So it's a way that she can just fucking like have some money and also make something really cool, and it gives us some album art for the podcast. So guys, give it up for Megan. Thank you very much. We'll check back out later, and we'll check out their special guests in a bit because I don't want to give that away yet. Guys, let's go. Clownvis, who do you want to bring up first? Should we bring up beautiful or positive?
Let's start on a positive note.
You want to start on a positive note?
Yeah,
okay. Guys, you might know him from his own podcast and the Deathsquad podcast, Brody and Esther. Guys, give it up for my Brody Stevens. I want you to sit right next to me so you can hold me when I start crying.
Why would you cry? Be positive. You have great comedians to choose from here at the world famous Comedy Store. Yes, push positive. Brody Stevens.
Brody, I'm so glad you're here. Have you met Clownvis before?
I've met Clownvis. He actually loaned a track to my podcast theme, and it's people love it.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it.
Glad you guys play it.
Yeah, me and Clownvis talked once. We did a commercial for a weed company here in Los Angeles, and we were talking about how, you know, like he took off his makeup, and I never saw a clown without makeup so close to my life. I don't know if I just don't remember because of all the Jack Daniels, but it was weird seeing because you were like a normal person. I'm like, dude, you should have a character based on your real life because you every time you do comedy, do you ever want to do comedy just, you know, like on your own?
No, I haven't.
No? Never?
No. Not that I just never have.
Would you ever come to Deathsquad and do, what was our character's name again?
Zach Magic.
Zach Magic.
Yeah.
Like, we thought he kind of, like, out of makeup, he kind of looks like he's just like, you know, one of those magicians. It's just like, I will trick you with some cards, baby.
Yes. A dirty street magician.
Will you go on as Clownvis, but not in makeup, say on a podcast or a radio show?
I never have. I always get all dolled up. You know?
So you get dolled up even if it's just for a private podcast.
Yeah.
That's commitment, and conviction.
Thank you. I think it builds a legend.
Yeah, you bring it. You put that energy out, and people love the theme song. They say they can't get it out of the Stephen Brody's Stevens Festival of Friendship. It's a funny podcast. Listen and enjoy it.
I've never heard this before.
Yes! Push! Believe. You got it.
Brody, I just watched a movie that reminded me of you the other day.
Frankenweenie?
Franken?
Transylvania 2000?
No.
Silver Spun Pickups? What's the name of that movie?
No. Silver Spawn.
Silver Lining?
Silver Lining Playbook. What movie did you see that reminded you?
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah, have you seen Cabin in the Woods yet?
No, but it's kind of like a funny movie, right? It's like a scary but funny.
It's a horror movie.
So why'd you think about me?
Because would you ever consider doing a horror movie ever?
Yeah, I would. I could play somebody's stepfather. I could play an older brother. I could play a killer.
What scares you?
What scares me? I don't get scared too much anymore because I claim the protection of the blood of Jesus Christ.
Good move. Good move.
I don't get scared. Paranoid. Yeah, if I mix marijuana with my medication.
Have you been smoking a lot of medical marijuana lately?
Probably a little too much.
How about non-medical?
I've smoked non-medical marijuana. Let's just keep this thing flowing. Positivity. Make sure you're on the mic.
You know what? We need to bring up our next guest because I hate looking at that beautiful girl over there by herself sitting there. So gorgeous. Guys, give it up for the very funny. You might see this girl on fucking TV. She's always at the Laugh Factory.
TV.
Guys, give it up for Tiffany Haddish, guys. Deathsquad's favorite.
El Camino High School.
What?
You got it. Oh, unified.
Elko, what? Me, no.
Yeah, conquistadors.
What? I was the first African-American conquistador ever. Mascot, yes, 90, what, 100 year. Can't tell exactly what year in 90, whatever, but it was a good time. Elko, I was bust.
If you haven't seen Tiffany, she was on the Deathsquad podcast, and you were like an instant favorite. Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast before? We're all podcast freaks. He does 2, 3, 4 a week.
Love to be on yours.
I'd love to let you be on mine, Brody. I've already offered my podcast to you many a times.
Podcast.
Yeah, it is a pod, and it can cast you to start.
Yes, I love it.
Can be the start. Now, I have thought of doing a podcast, but I get really busy, and I don't know if I could be dedicated to it.
Right.
But
do you see that it helps your career, your comedy
yeah, that's
career?
why I do. That's why I do your podcast. I mean, I really like yours, so that's why I do it. And I would do whomever invited me to do their podcast, Brody.
Yeah, I do mine out of my studio apartment.
I would love to come to your studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd love to.
He does it at 2 in the morning now.
I'm there.
You have to. I've come to the conclusion that I'm just trying to find girls. I started this new podcast called Olive Garden Butthole, which is just a date at the Olive Garden with somebody I like, and then I say it's a podcast. But then I'm realize for the second date, I need a podcast throughout a whole entire relationship where I need one like just coffee podcast or the next morning podcast or the blackout cast. That would be an interesting way to meet girls for you, Brody. Would you ever come on that podcast with me as a guest host?
Try and get chicks?
We could both bring a girl a date to the Olive Garden, and it would be like a challenge to see if you can make it to the second podcast, which is probably like...
Bye, Bobby Lee.
Hi, Bobby Lee.
They're speaking of...
It's great, man. I love it.
Hey, Bobby
Lee from Mad TV.
Bobby Lee.
Animal Practice. The Dictator.
What's happening?
Bobby Lee.
I'm gonna go watch Life of Pi, man. I want to go watch the Life of Pi.
What's the Life of Pi?
It's Indians, oceans, and a tiger, man. I love it.
Yeah, I want to see that too. I hear
love
they're
it.
selling
3 of my favorite elements in one movie, man. It's gonna be
It's about the
amazing.
Indian Ocean?
It's about Indian oceans, and there's tigers in it, bro. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, there's tigers and fish and all kind of animals, giraffes and everything.
Yeah, tell everyone that you and I hated each other at one point.
Oh my God, dude.
What happened?
I never
I hated her so
Break it up.
fucking much. I wouldn't even memorize her name.
I never hated you.
You fucked my life up, though.
How did I fuck your life
Wow,
up?
this
It was
is
just-
real
it was-
podcast.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, right?
Bobby Lee, everybody.
Let's talk about it. I didn't fuck your life up.
Talking to Tiffany
It was
Is that your name?
Oh my God.
Is that Tiffany what?
For real?
Bobby Lee.
Tiffany Haddish.
San Diego, everybody.
Haddish.
Whatever. But anyway, can I tell the story real quick?
Yeah,
Sure.
tell it.
I go on dates with women, right? Years ago, I was on a date with a woman, right? And I was walking to the Laugh Factory. I wanted to impress her. You know what I mean? But this is how I rock it. You know what I mean? And I bring her to the fucking thing, and she's there with some camera crew, and she's trying to punk me, right? So you come up to me, and what'd you say?
I was like, you been talking to my girl, homie?
Yeah. And first of all, I don't even know who this lady is. You know what I mean? I go, hey, lady, what are you doing, right? And you kept at it.
Because they told me to.
Yeah, who's they?
The producers of that show.
Yeah, but I didn't sign up or nothing.
I know, they was hoping you would sign afterwards, I think.
No, I didn't sign nothing.
I know you didn't. And you know what? The show never aired. It never got on.
I don't care. It's just
It was from black people.
That girl never went out with me again.
Because she
You owe me pussy.
I got something.
Here we go. This is gonna be a fucking Brody. Let them fuck.
I will fuck your eyes open.
Come on, stop it.
Bro, it's getting crazy.
Bobby, I don't like seeing this.
I'm so sorry. So anyway,
Tiffany,
what did I say
please.
to you downstairs just now, though?
We cool now.
I said you and I are cool, dog.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
That
So
was
we're-
like 6 years ago.
I don't give a fuck. I hold on to a grudge, man.
Did Tiffany try and rob your grocery store? What happened?
No.
No, I don't. Oh man. I'm not the kind of Koreans that do liquor stores, man. We make wigs.
Yes.
That's the
And
kind
he
of
gave me
Koreans
one
I am.
afterwards.
I love Bobby Lee.
He gave me one
Anyway,
afterwards.
really, I gotta go watch the Indian movie, so it's gonna be
Okay.
great.
Be
Who
safe.
are you?
Hey, buddy.
Clownvis.
That's
Yeah,
Clownvis.
you were very funny when you were singing, though. I like.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Stephen Brody,
Okay.
Stevens Festival.
Well, thank you, Redban.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Bobby.
God bless you.
Guys, give it up for Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee, sorry for doing that disrespectful joke.
I still love you no matter what.
I
I loved you then and I love you now.
I sense some true anger that you owe him.
He was,
Like,
he
you
was
really
really,
need to
he
give him
was
some.
really, really mad at me. That
Does
he
he
was
have your
really
number?
pissed. No, he doesn't have
All
my
right.
number.
Well, can I give him your number?
Give it to
But
him?
they're better now.
He'll
They're better.
probably
They fleshed
burn
it out.
He's got black balls, so you might have something in common.
He probably burn that number.
He actually, Bobby Lee has a hilarious YouTube show. Check it out. Bobby Lee Talks, I believe, on YouTube. That's the new thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Clownvis, are you big on making the YouTube videos? You should have music
Yeah.
videos for all.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do,
Oh,
man. They're just
sweet.
coming out. Clownvis Presley, YouTube.
I hear you, bro.
There's usually a guy that says it for me.
There's usually a dot, like you could say dot.
Usually dot. No.
Com. After dot, there's not always, but usually.
YouTube.com/Clownvis Presley, and there's quality videos.
Nick,
Forward
Skin,
slash
you
or
wanna come up
backward
here?
slash?
You guys want to come up here?
Who do you want up here?
No, Skin, Nick.
What?
You guys want to come up here?
Let's keep it positive, keep it moving. Good job, Brian.
Yeah. Yes,
If
pretty.
you want me to.
Yes, come up here, beautiful.
I don't care. Okay.
Skin Diamond,
Skin
everybody.
Diamond, everybody. Special secret guest, Skin Diamond. Come sit by Tiffany
Yes,
so
pretty.
my fantasies come true.
Skin Diamond. I want to take you to a jewelry store.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you
right?
mix with?
Oh, God.
I'm a mutt. I'm mixed with Ethiopian, Danish, Yugoslavian, Czech, and
Oh,
German.
for real? My
Talking
dad's
to-
from
talk-
Eritrea. All
Scott,
right.
talking to the mic, though.
Okay.
You can take it out. You probably don't want to keep it in that
Yeah,
stupid
I'll
little
just.
picture
I like
with
to
that.
hold it.
Guys, let's also give it up for Nick Robot Pants on Twitter. Guys.
Nick Robot Pants.
What's up, Nick?
What does he do? He's an artist?
Nick, why don't you, let me get you a Mikey Poos.
I don't really need one.
Why don't you explain to Brody who you are? Because
He's somebody. I know he's somebody.
Nobody.
He's my new nerd friend, by the way, too.
I'm a big dumb nerd. Is what I am.
I like
I
that.
get paid.
I
I've
like
been
nerds, too.
getting paid to be a nerd since I was 20. I've been tricking everyone to pay them or to pay me to just do things that I like Star Trek and video games, and I guess
He gets
more
paid to
video
do
games
everything
now.
that we wanted to get paid to do.
Give me an example.
Are you quality control for like EA Sports or something?
No, it was even better. I got to work for a big magazine, and they'd fly me around the world and play video games and get paid for it. It was
What?
great.
Pretty
Now I
fucking
make 'em.
awesome.
How did you
Yeah.
get a job like that?
Oh, I just wouldn't leave the office till they paid me. Like, I'm not kidding. I did like a 10-month internship.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no, I'm not leaving. Like, you guys are going to have to remove me by force or just pay me money. And they paid me money, which is great.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
And now he makes video games. He makes iPad games. He's got, what's the game that you made right now?
Bag it.
Bag It.
Grocery bagging game for
Oh.
everybody.
That sounds good.
I used to play that when I was a kid.
I was
Really, I used to play grocery store. We would take all the stuff out the cabinets and put it in bags and be like, oh, that's going to cost you $10. And they would pay Monopoly money. It was so much fun. I really thought I was going to be a professional grocery store.
Did you ever work at a
backer.
grocery store?
Never.
That's my first job as a bagger.
Me
Really?
too. Gelson's, enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Tarzana, 3 months.
3 months.
3 months, couldn't
Bagging
take it.
groceries.
Big Bear, out of business, Columbus, Ohio.
What?
Gelson's going strong.
Kroger's overtook Big Bear.
Still there, yes.
Bear
Mr.
down.
Kim's liquor store. Booyah! Worked there for 2 days. Got
Brody
fired for
on
stealing.
carts.
That was your first job?
That's pretty fun though.
That was your first job? A
Yeah.
liquor store? You were
Yeah.
how old were you in a liquor store?
I was like 15 or 14 years old working in a liquor store.
Illegal?
We were in South Central Los Angeles, girl. You can work anywhere, okay? As long as you got personality.
That's awesome. Brody, what do you know about the Don Barris situation that we're going to have in a bit? See, here's the deal. A lot of people, you guys don't know this. Brody and Don have this thing that I heard is something that happens every year where you and Don Barris get in a fight.
Don Barris is the audience warm-up at Jimmy Kimmel Live. He is one of the main late-night comedians here at the store. He runs the potluck on Sunday and Mondays. He has his own show here on after. He's very popular here, and he's done Windy City Heat. Has a popular podcast. He's an all-around funny guy, and we haven't been talking for almost 5 weeks.
Why?
He said that I bumped him.
Yes.
In the comedy game, that means saying I'm going on stage over you, or you're not going to go up. I'm going to go. Whether
It's
you're
also called a Dane Cookies-isms.
Dang, I guess.
Getting cooked?
I've experienced that.
You get cooked?
Yeah,
You got
You got cooked.
I've been cooked.
been cooked hard. But you also have Cook to thank for, like, didn't he raise you when you were 14 and, like, nurse you and stuff
No,
like
he
that?
didn't breastfeed me or nothing like that. But I was in comedy camp at the Laugh Factory, and he was one of my mentors.
So Comedy Camp is a program they still have, I guess,
It
where
still goes on.
where they
and
go
I'm
to
the only
camps.
working comic from the comedy camp, I think.
those are better.
Besides
So is that a
Amanda
tax
Bynes.
write-off?
Huh?
Is that a tax write-off, you think? Is that what it is?
Oh, for the Laugh Factory?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you're the
It's
only...
a program. It's a government. It's like a program that's funded, I think, by
Wow.
the government. They deal with a lot of foster kids, and that's what I was.
So what did they teach you at Laugh Camp?
It taught me confidence, communication skills, how to write a joke, stage presence.
Is there an age
No, I
limit?
was never molested. Yeah. It's
I like to- 'cause I like to
ages 8
go back
to 18.
and
You
learn. I
probably would be good.
I need to work on some
You
jokes.
should just go and you should just go and say you are volunteering to help the kids, but maybe you learn how to write a couple of jokes in the process.
That's what I'm saying. I need to get back to basics.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best, like, for someone who doesn't really have a home, doesn't really have parents, doesn't really have any confidence, really feels like, why am I even on this fucking earth? It was one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I really feel like, you know, if I wouldn't have went to comedy camp, who knows how many baby daddies I would have right now. I would have no confidence in myself, you know?
Before that, did you have any idea what you wanted to do? Like, were you
Before
thinking...
that, I wanted to be, I love horses. I wanted to, like, be a horse farmer. I wanted to own a Snickers factory so I could make Snickers. I wanted to own a pantyhose factory so whenever I get a run in my pantyhose, I know how to fix it. I wanted to own a shoe factory. I wanted to own factories. That's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to manufacture hot combs because I felt like black women need that. Like, just things like that is what I wanted to do. And I wanted to marry a rich white man. I didn't get to do none of those things.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah.
Don't you sell handbags? Don't you do your own stuff?
Yeah,
Am right
I do sell backpacks, sparkly backpacks, she-ready backpacks. What?
She-ready backpacks, really?
Yeah, I'm sold out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I get them manufactured in China. I design them and they manufacture them in China, and I sold out.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I want to
have sweatshops.
I don't know if it's a sweatshop, girl. I
Oh,
don't know
Sky
about
Diamond,
how
everybody.
that works. I don't know if they in there sweating.
Whoa! Right up against big
All I
point.
know is I pay good money for something to be manufactured. Stop hating, bitch. Stop hating.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
I know. She trying to have problems
I
up in
just
here.
think
Look.
it's really hilarious. I just think it's awesome.
No.
It's okay.
Only pregnant women that
Oh my
work there. Only pregnant women work there
not
for the
hating.
future of their babies.
She's not hating. She's not hating.
All right,
So
so
I comes in peace.
let's just all calm this motherfucker down. We all have boners now. Now, Skin, do you this is your first time meeting Tiffany.
Yes.
Do you find Tiffany attractive? There we go.
Yes, she's a little hot piece of something.
For real?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Tiffany, have you
What's her
heard?
story, man?
What's her story? Why don't you ask her?
What's your story? Come on.
Well, my story. porn star, and
Whoa! Whoa!
Back up.
Let me get off Twitter.
Bounce on it, girl.
I am known for doing very, very depraved, ridiculous things on the internet.
Yes! Pretty cocky.
How did you get into porn starism?
It's weird because actually, I grew up very religious, and
What kind of Jehovah's Witness?
No. My dad was a missionary.
Oh, okay.
And I moved to Scotland. I grew up in Scotland my whole life, and then I started fetish modeling when I was in college studying acting, and then it kind of just turned into fucking people on camera, which is really fucking fun. I love my job. I get to come all day and get paid for it.
Do you come every time? Let's keep it 100.
No. Seriously,
I mean, that's a lot of fucking.
I am one of those like lucky girls that I have multiple orgasms. It's
Really,
just
your
like,
clitoris sticks out of your lips? Like, have some
a little
clits
bit.
in, some clits out.
It's like kind of half in.
Half in, half hood.
Yeah, I got.
So you can do like move your legs back and forth real fast and still come on your own.
Oh yeah,
I love doing shit.
Well, no. See, the trick is
on and popping.
Kegel muscles. Okay?
Yeah.
Kegels, those fucking work. Whenever I need to come in a scene, because sometimes you'll be fucking and they'll be like, okay, it's a minute to go, come. So, you have to kind of either fake it or know what to do to make yourself come. So, if you squeeze your Kegels, you will come. Or I do anyway.
Oh, so that's
But I'm not a regular porn star. I feel like I'm a very unusual.
Can you queef on command?
There we go.
Well, when you're in pile driver, you kind of. I don't know if you guys know what pile driver is.
I'm just saying,
That's a
can you do
wrestling
it in
move.
regular sit-down mode?
Big John Studd used to do
In
it.
there. Anyway,
I'm just
when
saying.
you're in that position, it's gonna happen. You can't.
I
It's
mean, if you're in
physics.
downward dog, it's gonna
biology.
happen.
It's gonna happen.
I've done it in yoga before, but can you do it just sitting right here?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm still a beast.
Now,
I mean, I don't want to.
Nick, are you a squirter?
These young girls don't know
Me?
what the
Yeah.
fuck they're doing these days.
Depends on the person.
Tiffany, are you a squirter?
If I gotta pee,
Have you been squirting before? Have you squirted before?
yeah, I have.
You have.
Yeah.
You gushed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was cum or if it was piss, but it shot out.
What did it taste like?
I don't know. I didn't taste it.
Did you get
Ask
scared?
him, ask
Did
him.
you get scared?
No, I felt great. I was relieved. It's like holding it all day. And it's like, oh, sorry.
That might
I think I
have
peed
been
in your
pee.
bed.
Yeah,
I'm not
pee.
sure.
You're holding it all day.
No. If it's a real, when I squirt, I always need to pee afterwards as well.
Yeah.
So it can't be pee because I just.
But did
You
you
need
feel
to
like
go
you need to
pee,
do it
yeah.
all day though? Were you like sitting? Did you wake up in the morning, have breakfast, like, oh fuck, I
No.
need to squirt? See, she's saying she's waiting all day.
No, wait, not like, hello, as a woman, like, I don't know how old you are, sweetie, but the older you get, the more, you wait on the cum, like, damn, I hope I get the cum today. Like, it is something you pray for every day, like, oh, I hope when I fuck him tonight, it is orgasmic, I hope it is wonderful, I hope he can last more than 5 minutes, please, Jesus, let this work. That's what we pray for. And so, it's like, I've been waiting all day, I've been holding it, that unicorn just wants to escape. That's what I call it, the unicorn. Because when it happens, it is a magical thing. It's a miracle.
Do you like to, so sex is healthy and you're not afraid of it?
Sex is very healthy, and no, I'm not afraid of it. I just want it to be good. I don't want to waste my time with it.
It's big, get down to business.
Yeah, I mean, not get down. You gotta romance me a little bit, touch
Gotta
on me,
hold you.
get me warm, but get the unicorn prancing. You know what I'm saying? Get that motherfucker.
I'm definitely
Really?
stealing
Yeah.
your unicorn.
Yeah, it is a unicorn.
I'm very oral.
Stealing
That's why I'm like surprised. You're like, oh, every time, for real, bitch.
my next scene that I do, I'm gonna be like, unleash the unicorn.
Yes.
And
That's why your clit,
nobody
like,
will
full
find
on
it funny
extends
apart
just-
from
Wait,
me.
when is porn gonna meet special effects? And we're gonna see the rainbows, and we're gonna see the
I
stars.
don't know, but they need to start doing that shit. Like,
'Cause I know
it's
some guys who can use After Effects,
real,
like
bro.
$500. You can get amazing new kind of porn genre. $500.
Interesting.
Yes.
Very, very interesting.
What can you get for $500?
New porn.
New porn?
New genre.
New genre.
Unicorn porn.
Unicorn porn.
Yeah.
Like, what do you...
It's magically delicious.
Don't they already have that cartoon?
Sky, can I ask you a serious
Billy
question?
or something? Ted?
What's your take like on all the free porn available on the internet? Does that make your job more difficult, or does
Yes.
it anger you?
Well, it's the same thing as like, people downloading music and how musicians aren't getting the same amount of money that they used to because people are just downloading music all the time. It's the same thing because of porn, like the tube sites.
Right, I jerked off to a Blink-182 song. So
What?
it was a Blink-182.
That's talent.
I downloaded it and then I masturbated to it.
Did you
Wow.
pay for it though, or you steal it?
I paid for it, $1.29.
I did it
That's
to
fine,
a
you're good.
Kendrick Lamar song, that Poetic Justice song. Got that Poetic Justice. They got
Yeah.
that shit is banging. That shit.
Hughes
I make-
Brothers, you know what I'm talking about.
Brody, you posted a Christmas photo of you and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
What was that all about? There was a picture of you and a bunch of people, and it was a Christmas card
Was it Snoop Dogg or Snoop
with a
Lion?
bunch of kids.
Was it Snoop
It
Lion?
was Snoop. It was Snoop Dogg.
Snoop and all of his kids, or the kids from the football team.
You went to the football game?
No, I've worked in television now. Like
Years.
12 years now,
Yeah.
and no, I was the audience warm-up guy at Best Damn Sports Show for a long time. So I would get Snoop Dogg would be on the show, and I took a picture with him and the kids, and I thought, oh, it'd be a funny Christmas card. That's all. What is not
As long as you
exciting?
didn't send it out for Black History Month, I'm cool with it.
What's disappointing about
I
that
think he
story?
wanted the story to end in Vegas with like 3 dead
Yeah.
people or something like that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
all positive. I have a good
Did you
Did you
relationship.
smoke with Snoop Dogg?
I'm not there on the set. I've smoked out with celebrities before. Yeah,
Have you smoked out with Snoop Dogg though?
I don't remember doing that.
Because that will have you high.
I don't
as
think
shit.
you would.
That will have you.
I'm on
high.
meds. I gotta back off. Snoop knows I take meds, so I
What
wouldn't.
meds do you take?
Well, I'm not. People say I talk about this too much on the podcast. I
Here
take
it comes.
Lamictal, Lexapro, Latuda, Klonopin, and Zopor for my cholesterol. But I'm
My mom
okay.
takes all that stuff.
Your mom does?
Yeah, she takes all that.
Oh, is she on Match.com?
No, but I can hook you up.
Yeah.
she
I know
lives
your
in a-
mom's hot. I know
she
your
lives
mom's
in a mental institution too, so you don't have to worry about her showing up to your
Are
house.
you serious?
She's on lockdown.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you're dealing with that.
I'm dealing with it.
You're stable.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I used to take Paxil so I can get off of work when I was working at the airlines, and I had to stop taking it because it made me dry.
Dry mouth.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like Paxil. I'd rather be, moist and crazy than dry and sane.
Have you ever used Gatorade as a lubricant?
No,
You should,
no.
because it's got sodium
That
in it.
seems
And
like
it will
it
suck
would.
in.
It has sugar in it as well.
No.
It seems like it would make you.
No.
No,
Vitamin
sugar.
water.
No, girls shouldn't use that.
So there's no calorie Gatorade.
That's
There's-
called,
there's-
that's called a
there's
bad
flavor
case of
though.
vaginosis ready to happen. That's
Yeah.
halitosis of the
A
pussy. I
specific
don't know.
flavor though, I assume, right?
Um,
No. It
halitosis.
just has to be the G2 brand. Tiger Woods approved it for a reason.
Sorry.
That's
No,
they
you're-
dropped them from the thing, the advertising. Now, Tiffany, Skin, and Clownvis. Have you guys ever had like celebrities like hit on you because you're both all three beautiful people?
Thanks.
And it seems like you guys would have just men and women and other things fall for you all the time. Like, because I just lost somebody from Will and Grace, and I thought Will was gay, and I didn't know he wasn't really gay. And now he's just old, and it hurts me even more that he's this older straight guy, and I don't know what to do anymore.
You're gay?
No,
Oh.
I lost.
I know, I was just about to ask that.
No, I lost the girl to Will from Will and Grace.
Oh, I thought you said
that makes
like
more
you
sense.
lost the opportunity to date him.
No, I didn't lose Will. I would fuck the shit out of Will.
Something about us that I didn't know.
You don't let go of Will.
But you got the celebrity guys that kind of come in here because you're all three very beautiful people. Like, do you ever have that problem? Like, with just like the David Lee Ross, it's like, hey, I'm David Lee Ross. Oh, Tiffany,
Well-
with that flinch in your eye, Skin. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, it was when I first moved to LA. Actually, it was like, I don't know, 3 years ago. Kiefer Sutherland gave me a wedgie in a bar.
Oh,
He was really
Good.
drunk, and we were taking a picture, and I don't know. He was all like,
Was it a wedgie or check your oil wedgie?
I don't.
Oh, you don't know. It's just all numb now.
But now you got me thinking. No, I don't know. But that wasn't really. Him.
That's a good
That
story.
was just weird. That was just weird.
I like that story.
It was
Clownvis, anyone come on to you?
I did a show with Yakov Smirnoff in Branson, and I don't want to,
Funny comedian from the 80s.
Yeah, very funny comedian, but I think he's a little interested. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
I'm not. I don't want to put any rumors out there, but yeah.
Brody
I got
is
the
a big
vibe.
fan of
I got the
Yakov,
vibe.
so this is breaking his little heart that he might have a 10% of a chance.
No, I'm 10% gay, but I'm not attracted to Yakov Smirnoff.
All right.
Or any guy for that matter. But I am 10% gay. But we'll save that for another podcast.
No, we should talk about this.
Dive into that.
I don't want to talk about it.
Last night, Brody, I was on Amazon and I was looking at the Kindle because it was on sale for the Gold Box. They have a deal every day for Gold Box deals, and it was the Kindle. And then you start looking at related items, and the related item for some reason was fucking a Thailand prostitute. It was an ebook for the Kindle, and so of course I clicked on it. I'm like, wow, there's a book how to fuck a Thailand hooker but it's on the Kindle only. I went to the hard paper. And I'm like, shit, I want to. So then I'm researching this book, and I guess the author of the book owns a website called Kings of Thailand. And this guy, he doesn't even live in Thailand, but he goes there like twice a week, and he just fucks hookers all the time. And it's his whole website's like, this is where you should stay, this is where you should go.
So he's like Yelp.
He's Yelp for Thailand hookers. And he also has a book that's like everything you need to know about lady boys. So, like.
I'm sure there's someone out there that would find that very interesting.
Well, it was.
Can you send me the link?
Yeah, it's Kings of Thailand. But I was on the website for an hour and a half, and I found myself at Orbitz at one point, just looking at flights. But it was a 15-hour flight. It's too long.
Oh
but I caught
There's
myself.
Thailand hookers here.
How much are they? The flights?
The flights were anywhere from $700 to $1,500, depending where you're going to fly. But the thing I thought is like the full access girl for 24 hours was only $300 for 24 hours, and that was like a high-end agency. And so I don't know about you guys, but that sounds way better than Vegas to me.
I had a great time in Bangkok when I went.
But you had a lady boy the whole weekend.
I did not have a lady boy the whole weekend.
Just at that night.
I pushed the limits. I'll put it to you that way.
Wow.
Two.
But I'm into chicks. I'm into Sky Diamond.
Just wanted to
I'm
try
into
it out.
Tiffany. I don't have any attraction
To Nick or Clownvis or
No,
Clownvis?
not at all. Not at all.
You're not into me, Brody. Let's keep it 100.
Yes,
You are
I know. I'm not.
You are not into me. I've given you my number.
You're attractive.
Many times.
Yes.
You've never called.
But I'm having my own mental issues, man.
I don't care if you got mental issues. I know
I
how to
do.
deal with that.
I was in a
I want
hot
to make
zone.
you happy, Brody.
Oh shit.
I don't need
Crazy,
I
no
don't need a
crazy.
strong woman.
Crazy, no
I need
crazy.
a weak woman.
Crazy, no crazy.
I know that.
And I know when to back down.
Oh. Oh, do you?
Shit's getting
Let me
real.
take you back to the valley tonight.
Don't play with me, because I know the Valley Boy. I went to school out there.
Magnolia.
What?
You got it.
Ventura.
Been there.
Boulevard.
Hanging.
We
Coffee.
ready. Let's do it.
No, you're good looking. I mean, yeah, well, let's be honest. You're attractive.
You said I was going to be your TV girlfriend.
So what's the problem here?
There's no
Why-
problem.
why-
I'm
this
black.
connection
I'm
happen?
black. I'm black. That's the problem. I'm black. He's scared his mama not going to like
Are you
me.
serious? That's your problem?
No, I would
Have
date.
you ever dated a black girl before?
I dated an African woman.
An African?
I mean, a black-
She's not from Africa.
Oh,
My daddy
from
from
California.
Africa, but I was born here.
I date somebody of African American descent.
John Barris and Mary Jane just have entered the room.
Hey,
Don, why don't you come over and sit over here?
what up? He ready. You go, boo.
Hey, Don.
Thank you, Redban. Hey, everybody, how are we?
Yeah.
Now, Don, I wanted you to come here tonight because you and you and Brody are two of my best friends, and
Let me tell you something, because you show respect towards me, and I show respect towards you. That's why we're good friends.
Game recognized game.
And
Wait a minute, before we go another step, who are these two saucepots?
oh, let me introduce you to Tiffany, Haddish, Skin Diamond, Nick, and
You
Clownvis.
met me before.
I know, that's why I recognize it. Who's this saucepot?
This is
I'm
skin.
Skin.
Skin Diamond.
That's her maiden name.
Diamond.
Skin.
That is my
Diamond.
real
Her
name.
skin is like diamonds. She's off of Twilight.
Let me ask you this. If you lick your skin, will you cut your tongue?
Oh.
No one's ever asked me that before. I don't know.
Check her movies out and
Yes.
you'll find out.
Oh, you're a movie star? Congratulations.
I am a porno movie star.
Once a month, are you a blood Skin Diamond? I don't even know why that makes sense.
My name is weird.
Does that even make sense?
It makes sense.
All right, but I interrupted you.
Blood diamond. All
You
right.
were saying something.
Okay,
I had to say hello.
So I found out, I had no idea this was going on. For the last month or so, you and my good friend Brody Stevens have had a disagreement, and I wanted you guys to hash this out, but you have to be adults about this, because let me just start off. I don't have any idea what happened between you two, but when I was telling this last night to somebody, let me scan the room.
Maybe I should switch seats with Tiffany.
No. When I asked this last night to somebody, he was like, "Oh, that's my fault." Somebody else said that that's my fault between the two of you. And I can't tell you who.
Wait a second. What are you saying? First of all...
So let's explain what happened. Brody, let's go to your side first, because I want to see what Don has to say.
Oh, I didn't even know you'd be here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Wow.
I'm here.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
All right, let me explain what happened that night.
What night are you referring to?
It was a Saturday night, all right?
It was a Saturday night, and
I guess I'm not going to be able to tell my story.
I got some money because I just got paid.
It was Saturday night, and I had a paid book gig in Thousand Oaks. And I thought that, you know what? Why don't I go out on the road a little? I got an opportunity to do a little paid road gig. I'm going to do that. And I asked the Comedy Store, because I also had a spot here at the Comedy Store. I didn't think I'd make it back in time. So I'm having a tough time telling the story.
Why is that, Brody?
Because you guys are taking pictures and not focusing on me.
I'm focusing, Brody.
All right, you're focusing. All right, okay. So here's the deal. I did the spot out there. There's only like 8 people in the audience. I did the show.
Oh, first of all, I'm so sorry to hear that, because I never go in front of crowds that small.
Am I going to get a chance? Brian!
Yeah!
You can't leave the room!
I'm here. I'm right here.
You have to watch everything, because Don will attack like a snake.
Are you smoking?
I'm not doing anything.
Brian, there's a serious stuff
in your hand?
Smoking too.
What?
Brian, I need you in the room.
I'm right here.
All right.
That's just mean.
Because Brian, you need to hear my side of the story.
I'm listening.
You,
I'm right here.
You built...
You did say, like a snake, when describing the way I behave, right? I just want to make sure that's what you said.
He said you attack like a snake.
Oh, God, I bet you taste like roses. I like your style. Thank you very much.
That's what he said.
All right, Brody.
Okay, can I get...
Yeah, Brody, let's go back to your story. What
Okay,
happened?
all right. It's not a long story anyway. So I do the spot out in Thousand Oaks. I asked Tommy that the day before. I said, Tommy, I need to cancel my Saturday main room spot because I got this other spot and I think it might be good for my growth. He said, no problem. That's okay. So I went out to Thousand Oaks. There's only like 8 people there. And the show ended early. So I called the Comedy Store. I said, guys, my show ended early. Is there any way I can come back and go on? They said, yeah, you can go on in the main room at the end if you want. So I come back and I go to the main room. There's like 3 people in there. And they said, why don't you just end the show and go up in the OR? So they told me you're going to go up in the OR, the original room. You're on next after so-and-so. And then Don showed up, and I guess somebody told Don that he was on. When I was told I was on, somebody told there was a miscommunication. So Don said, do you want to go up with me and play the band? And I go, not really, but he says, well, then you can just go up and do your set. So I went up and did my set, and that was it. And then the next day, I got hate tweets from Don saying that I'm self-centered.
Tweets?
I mean, a text.
Self-text.
That I was
It
a
wasn't
bad
tweet.
person, I'll never talk to you again, and that kind of... He said I bumped him.
I want to make it very plain that I did not go online and tell anybody. This was his
Correct.
private
You didn't
thing
go on.
between...
This is
You did
between
text.
Brody.
It was text, okay, not
All right,
tweet.
so Brody, you were told to go on stage.
Correct.
And the person last night that I talked about told me that it was his fault that he did tell you to go on stage, and he was more cool. I don't do the impersonation because my co-host isn't here right now.
Who's your co-host?
Jason Tebow.
Where's
No
he?
call, no show. So
What?
yep.
So how are you going to resolve? Okay, Brian, you're the host. Now what's the next thing? You want Don
All right,
to tell this
so
side?
Don, I want to hear what your anger is or what your side is about this.
Don hasn't spoken to me for 5 months. I mean, 5 weeks. I missed things up, I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't see the humor in that, but...
5 weeks, at
May I
least.
say this? What blows me away, I knew eventually we would have to talk about this, but I want to tell you this. I never in my wildest dreams imagined I'd be doing it from two of the loveliest ladies on this planet.
Woo!
It's so nice to see you.
Thank you.
Could you guys throw in a couple pubic hairs that I could keep as a souvenir? Okay, let's get on with the story.
You gotta pay for that shit.
Okay, well,
I was just
what is
planning
the
on
money?
trimming when I got home. You know, I got it braided right
I was
now.
thinking that we're doing a show together. I thought it'd be a nice little gift to give me like inspiration, but that's fine. All right, I will now tell my side of the story. It could possibly be. I've been having an easy time sending tweets all night. I try to take a tweet, send that picture out with you in it, Brody.
It didn't go.
So you're saying Brody has something to do with the Wi-Fi network?
I don't know.
The Wi-Fi here is not
All
very
right,
good.
let me just do this as quick as possible.
Okay, Don is going to tell his side.
All right.
Girls, please.
I will say this as quick as possible. My problem is this. First of all, I've been trying to become Brody's friend for literally years upon years upon years. I've gotten him work when there were jobs that could have been taken away from him. They offered it to me. I turned it down because I said I can't do that to my friend. I told him about something happened on one job that he denied that it ever happened. Instead of just saying, "Whoa, I'm real sorry," he refuses to do that. So it's become kind of a thing that has been a one-way street in a friendship. And so, but when Brody had his problem, what are you calling it exactly? So I can know.
Breakdown.
Breakdown?
Yeah, because I went off my Lexapro cold turkey and they put antibiotics in
But
it.
how? Let me just ask you this, and I don't mean to be mean, because what Brody has, he has people that attack me on Twitter.
I do not.
Yes,
I don't have
you-
them. I don't tell them to.
But what you do is you cry to these people. You are as close to a woman as any man I've ever met.
Hey.
Hey, Don, I'm
You got that
metrosexual.
right.
Okay,
You
I'm
got
just,
that right.
He's gonna tag that.
I'm
Haddish
10%
tonight,
gay
though.
and metrosexual. I'll give you
I
that.
kept my business between you and I. So now this comes up. But when you went to the hospital, I did everything I could to be your friend. I gave you encouragement. I
You
did
did.
everything. So for over a year, I still get shit on by you. You'll still come in. Oh, don't do that, Don. Don't do that. I can't handle it. You know, all these excuses for everything. Not a big deal. I went along with it. Because you know why? Because you were my friend. As I said, my best friend in comedy. Well then, as you know, I close out the show here every night at the world famous the world famous Comedy Store Bar and Grill and Bait Shop. And I've enjoyed that position. But because this club does absolutely nothing to promote the late night comedy vibe, and they try to destroy it before it even gets there by putting up bombs that make people walk out of the room. So I face 2-3 people the most, almost every fucking night of my life. Not a big deal. I love performing. I love it more
And
than anything.
you're great at it.
Really?
I can do 3 minutes last night.
You are pretty good.
Don, you're a legend. We learned
All right,
from you.
well, all right, I'm trying to say this. So I've been nothing but nice to you. One of the things that's also been going on is I constantly get bumped. There'll be a crowd and they will bump me to put up someone else that usually walks at least half the audience.
Okay.
Okay, so now, I was in New York. I was in the middle of Hurricane Sandy for a week. All right, you can call me a hero. I'll accept that. But because I went there and I had to see that, and it was a very tough flight. It was very scary. I walked in the hurricane. Did you do that? No, I did. All right, so I came back because for over a week I did not perform on stage at all. So I came directly from the airport, cross-country flight, got out of the car, got out of the plane, picked up my bags, got into the car, came directly here because I'm the closing act at the Comedy Store.
Hell yeah.
So now, as I get here, everybody. By the way, that sounds really good, girl.
You're
We work
welcome,
well
Daddy.
together. So now, I get here. As I walk in, everybody's saying, "Okay, it'll be this person, then you're on. It'll be this person, then you're on." Now, I come back and I'm seeing you with, like, when I'm here, I'm usually exercising and preparing my material. You hang with some of the hoodlums here at the club. All right.
Preach.
So I see you in the back there, and one of the things that I see is you're like, I don't know, I don't want to go on. You skipped your spot in the main room, you did this. Now, I had rushed from the fucking airport. So everybody told me that I was on next. Then you come with a couple people that had already told me that I was up next. You came up to me, yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know, I might want to go on. You're still wishy-washy about the whole thing. I said, really? You want to go on? So you're going to bump me? I don't know. No, okay, Brody, you take the spot. I just rushed here for no reason. You do it, okay? You're my friend. You get everything. So I wrote you that night and I explained exactly how I felt. How for years I've done nothing. You've given me nothing back. As a friend, I finally said, that's it. Now what has happened since then is this. I don't talk to anybody about it. I don't give a shit. I move on. Somebody fucks with me, I don't talk with them. They're out of my life. Not a big deal.
Cut it off.
All right. Thank you. Am I right there?
You're right.
Can I?
Let me finish and then
Okay.
you can say whatever the fuck you want. So now, I start getting these tweets from people. Oh, come on, be nice to Brody. All these people, give him a hug. You guys should go to dinner together. I don't want to go to dinner. You've never invited me anywhere. You've never done anything to help me get work. Nothing.
I know
And I
exactly
finally
what-
said, you know what? Brody's a good guy, but he's living his own life. Let him live his own life. I don't want to be in the middle because I'm tired of being blamed for your fucking breakdowns. And you push it upon me. So if I stay the fuck away from you...
But isn't this going off the story?
No, it's exactly the story.
Because I didn't. Well,
This is why I don't
I think
hang
he's
out.
giving you.
Brian, you have to step
All right,
in
well,
and say
Brody,
this is.
I think she was doing
The
a good
reason
job
why
with her.
I stopped, I could have kept
You
going.
go, boy.
Right.
You should have stopped him when I got the
Well,
spot.
it seems deeper than I originally had
Okay,
thought.
but God never told me he was coming from the airport.
He just said he told you
He didn't tell me. You
I
didn't.
did.
Why would I not let you go up?
Brody,
Why would I bump
Brody,
you?
The week before, you seem to hear every...
Why would I bump
All right,
you?
I'm in the middle of giving you an answer.
You're passive aggressive.
Oh, you're selfish.
I'm not
Hey,
selfish.
we need to calm down for a second.
No,
There's
Can't
people.
even see the color of his eyes right now.
I need to protect
I'm
myself.
going to show you a picture of my penis. If you
No,
don't
this
stop.
is, hey, Brian, this is how it has to
All
happen.
right, you
Brody, you gotta calm down. Your eye, you pull up your eye.
Yeah, I'm on Lamictal, don't worry. I'm on Lamictal.
This shit is crazy.
Brian, let's get some real stuff. I tried to
You
get...
see the color of a white man's eyes, you need to be careful. His eye is fully.
Who?
That's my penis, Brody.
What the
Brody
fuck
and
is
me.
What are you
that?
doing? I think this is good podcasting.
Cartoon things that you were
All right.
Yeah.
This is good podcasting.
What's
These are
good
real...
podcasting?
Well, we're getting down to some real stuff.
Right. And so I just stayed away,
Well-
and then you turned your...
I'll have a
your
real
world.
conversation if Brian doesn't like... We're cool. This is
No,
fine.
no, I'm just making sure you guys don't get
Brian,
too
Just
emotional.
sit down. People
I don't want you to get too emotional.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah!
Hey,
I want
let me-
Don. I
let me-
want to be
let me
friends
ask you-
with
Let
you.
me ask the audience one thing. Does everyone here know that I put both hands around my penis and the head sticks out?
So it's a sex show now.
He's going like this.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Come in the bathroom, you get me hard, and I'll prove it to you, young lady. And then I'll make you eat those words.
I bet you I won't have nothing to eat.
That I can
I'm here to
really
solve
write
a
on my
problem.
penis.
You know
All
what?
right, I'm just telling you how I feel, Brody. And again, as usual,
If you told me,
if every
if you
argument-
told me,
Brody.
I'm coming from the airport, can I go on? I would say, if you really want to go on, yes, go on. And if you even said like, Brody, you go on and do a short set, you could have said.
Okay. Here's my feeling.
The
All right,
texts
you
are
said you-
shocking to me.
All right. Well, here's my feeling. When you came up to me, you knew exactly what was going on. No matter what you say, you knew.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Then why did you come with the two people that had already told me that I could go on and were there to try to tell me that you were going to go on next? Because what you did, Brody, and the truth of the matter is this: you went up and you said, "Yeah, I want to go on." You didn't say, "Hey, listen, I don't know. I know you're up next."
I didn't know you were up next.
So why did you go up to him?
Because I was out on the patio.
Yeah, why did
They said
Thank you. Why
Wait,
did you come up?
They told me I was up next.
Okay,
That's
they
all
told
I'm
me
saying.
I was up next.
So don't. Okay, there was a miscommunication on their part.
Right.
So why can't we, as two adults,
Here's what it all boils down to from what I'm listening to.
it doesn't have to turn into
Bro,
hate tweets?
this is what it boils down to from what I'm listening to. Have you ever done anything polite
No.
for your friend? Have you ever
Yes,
taken them to
I
eat?
constantly retweet his the Ding Dong
okay,
Show.
there you
Have you
go.
ever
Fan.
taken them to eat?
Does
Said,
everybody-
hey man, come and watch
Can I
the
tell you
game
this?
with me.
Can I tell you a
Hey
little
man,
story?
you thirsty?
Hey.
You want a drink? Have you ever done anything
No, he
else
Yes.
for this
No,
guy?
he
What
is
did you
not.
do?
Hold on.
What have you ever done? You've never done. I'll tell you this.
John, you're a guy who's had everything.
That's what it
No, I
boils
don't.
down to.
Let me
You're
tell
not
you
a
this,
good
girl. By
friend.
the way,
Stop it. That's unfair, Tiffany.
let me
I
tell you
even
this.
watched you on that show.
Redban, where are you?
Oh my
tell you
God.
this.
I watched you on
Redban,
that show,
protect
bro.
me.
You don't do shit for your friend.
I do stuff for my friends.
You don't do shit
Hey,
for your
get
friend.
Josh in here. I gave him my Apple. I gave him a Kindle, my Amazon Kindle.
Brody, here's.
Because it was broke.
Can I
It's
tell you
fixed
what?
now.
Let me tell you a quick story, if I may.
Oh, come on, Tiffany. I didn't see that.
I had
I'm just saying, I
Tiffany.
watch your shit.
Oh.
Tiffany. Look at me for a sec. Here's the deal. This is a perfect example of the way Brody will do things. One time, I got a chance to go down to La Jolla, and I was told, who would you like to take down with you to La Jolla? All right, what I did is this. I took down my friend Ari Scheifer, who's a Jewish comic. And if you know one thing about me, I support all races. Yeah, Don! There's one race, the human race. And so I brought Ari down, and the other person I wanted to do was, I brought in...
What you say? Oh, the drag
Okay,
race. Hilarious.
do me a favor, Boom Chocolate. If you think of anything while I'm talking, please shut your fucking mouth.
I gave him a whole bunch of stuff. Food chocolate.
All right, yeah, he's a homeless guy.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
But that's not your friend, though.
Yeah.
Has he ever done anything for you?
I do stuff for my friends all the time. I give them rides home.
Who'd you give a ride? You've never given me a ride home.
I give comedians rides home all
Never
the
given me
time.
one.
Not ones that care about you.
Yes, I have.
Who?
Jesus.
Jesus a lot. Trey, the new kid, I dropped
All
him
right,
off.
I'm gonna leave right now. I'm sorry.
What about you?
What's going on here?
All
We're
right.
talking about
I think
Brody,
that-
not
what was the anecdote
reciprocating
to Brian
friendship.
then?
Probably.
I just don't like being ignored all the time. Brian, you set this up, Brian.
All right, so let's calm down a
But
little.
Brody,
All right, here's my
back to
feeling.
normal.
Brody,
Which I
at
like.
one time I tried everything I could to become your friend. I did everything I could. I haven't gotten in the middle. I don't go around talking about you. You hold courts where you actually had the guy that dresses like Jesus come up to me and ask me for forgiveness.
John.
How do you tell the Lord Jesus Christ? No.
John, to be fair, that Brody was told as a comedy club, this might be the comedy club's fault. Brody was told to go on stage.
The talent coordinator actually said that wasn't the case. He actually came up to me.
The GM last night told me it
All
wasn't.
right, well, the GM is full of shit. The
Why
GM
would I
is full of
bump
that.
you? Why would I want to do that?
Because, Brody, you flex your muscles and you act like you're something special.
I don't know. No, I don't. Not at all.
I've shared my stage time with you for years.
I created a drumming character.
Okay, I have a band.
Yeah, okay. I do comedy
And
also.
I let you become part of my band. And
Thank you.
And you try to take over.
No, I don't.
Well, that's the reason you're not part of it. It's now no longer the Barris Brody.
I
It's
invented the
Barris
drumming
Kennedy
character.
overdrive. Well, I'm the inventor of the band.
I was doing the drumming before you were doing the band.
All right, we should make this happy because I can tell there's a lot of built up anger.
I don't know where you'd see that bullshit.
Why don't we ask the crowd if they think that I was
let's take questions.
Turn to your Twitter people, Brody, and have them attack me more.
Let's take questions from the crowd.
I didn't tell my Twitter people.
You tell people online.
Check
How would
my
they
timeline.
How
Check
would they
it.
know? How would they know?
Word gets out.
Word gets out.
Deathsquad is powerful.
Do you go on Deathsquad? Have you ever talked about this on Deathsquad before?
No. Yeah,
No, not recently, but it bothers me.
All right, so let's take it.
I wanna be your
from the
friend.
audience. Anyone have any questions for Brody or anybody here about this whole situation?
Wait a minute. Why was Brody's name mentioned and mine was?
John Barris and Brody. Somebody just said that's true. That's true. He said it first. That's not what I said.
No, you didn't say my name at all.
No, I said Brody
By the
and Don
way,
Barris.
I'm in love with you. Thank you for saying it.
I think it was a step in the right direction. However, you know, it's a long process.
I love Brody, but he does that.
Has Brody tried to repair this since the 5 weeks has passed?
Are you asking me or him?
I'm asking the former Brody from
The former drummer of the
Barris
Barris
and
Brody
yeah.
Overdrive?
Yes, I've attempted to reach out.
How have you done that? Because I haven't seen it.
I tried to have a conversation with you in the main room. We did talk a little bit.
And I told you asked my feelings, and I told you.
So
Right,
now you
you
just
did.
lied. You said you haven't talked in 5 weeks. Now you're saying
Thank you.
you had a conversation
we had a
with him
therapy.
in the
You
main
are
room.
spectacular.
I'm just saying.
So it's shit on Brody,
Hey,
Desmond.
Brody.
no, I'm just pointing out the lies
Why
you're
is-
telling Brody. Stop
why-
lying. This is what
why-
happens when you don't fuck with me, Brody.
Shit, you go, bro. Mm-hmm.
Stick a couple fingers in her right now, Brody.
She has a nice butt.
Yes, I do.
you did say to me that you have asked to talk to Don, but Don ignores you. Don, do you think this is something that's unfixable?
Yes, I think it's unfixable.
He can take you to Olive Garden and make
I don't
it
want
up
to
to
go to the
you.
Olive Garden. Because you see, what it comes down to is this. I love Brody. I think he's a great guy. But the thing is, Brody's self-centered and he's never going to change. And I'd like a friend that showed me some respect. He's still, if you heard him say anything in a positive way, like, hey, and he never will, because he's never, ever wrong. And I'm sorry to your 34,000 Twitter followers that will say, oh, why don't you give him a hug? Why don't you give him a hug?
39,000. I'm getting close to 40.
Yeah.
That's going to make feels good for me.
You know
Nothing
what?
else going on in my
I
life.
don't even have 4,000, and I work my ass off doing it.
You do
Yeah.
work your. You're great. You're Kimmel. You Windy City Heat. You're the Big Three podcast. I miss your stories. It bothers me when you walk away. Who cares?
By the way, give me a applause.
He just
for
tried.
Big Three podcast.
He just tried.
Do you really think so?
He did just try in his own little way. He
I
did.
want to at least be friends with you. At the very least, we can work
Y'all
on
should just
that.
hug.
I gotta
No.
hug.
Wait,
Okay, pound it out.
How about can I say this?
Yeah.
I'll make you a deal. If you give me a hug, I'll hug him.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Put your titties on my titties. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
that's good.
All right, so now for the audio listeners, Tiffany and Don are shading.
Oh, wow.
Brody's looking at the phone.
Can I say this?
You have a nice
You
butt.
smell spectacular.
Thank you. Now give him a hug.
No, I lied about that.
You better hug him.
Tom, why don't you give me a fist pound? You want to do a fist pound?
Fist pound?
Yeah, pound it out.
No, you guys need
Come
a
on. No, let's do a fist. We never hug. Oh, that was nice. I'm happy with the fist pound.
I'm just a little worried because you do that thing, you're 10% gay, and we still don't know what happened in Thailand.
I pushed it to a limit with a lady boy.
Okay, all right. Are you really? Oh, I haven't
Did you
heard
suck
that.
her dick? I mean,
No,
his
no,
dick?
I've not done any oral stuff. That's what I'm saying. I had the opportunity and I didn't go
So
there.
what you're saying is you had an opportunity to suck dick, and you did.
Sure. Yeah.
You're the
You're like,
man.
wow, that's the biggest clitoris I've ever seen.
All right, let's cheer this up a little. Let's talk to Clownvis and Nick here for a second, because they're both and
We're
Skid.
buddies. Hello, buddy.
No bad blood on this end of the job.
They're just sitting here like, why are we here? I'm sorry, this is like something that's been going on for a while. These are my two good friends, and I really hope
I
that you
just
two.
really wanted to smoke a cigarette, that's all.
I know, but I just hope these two can get together. Don't you
I'm
think?
glad that they have.
We made a step in the right direction.
Did you hear,
Good thing.
Skin? Did you hear what was going on? Did you?
I did.
Do you
I feel
have
like
a side?
Olivia Pope, y'all. I just solved the scandal.
I don't take sides.
You don't take sides.
I don't.
All right, Nick. What did you get any kind of grasp of what's going on? Not knowing either of them, I don't think.
I'm starting to think it might be some miscommunication with some feelings on both ends ahead of time.
Yeah,
So I think
that's
there's
what I
some
think.
preemptive feelings with miscommunication.
I think so also. I think both of you love each other more than you guys even know, and I think you both like fucking
And I like
appreciate each other's work.
There's nothing good about hating each other, and there's only good things about loving
I don't
each other.
hate. Yeah, I hate. Hate's not in my vocabulary. Well,
I don't hate. I don't hate.
I don't think
I'm
Don
just-
hates either.
I've moved on. It's like if you break up with a girlfriend and I'm not harassing them, I've moved on.
You haven't been
It's
harassing
just
me.
like when you keep on sucking this dude's dick and he never eats you out. You're like, fuck this, I'm done with it.
Who does
I
that
love
to you?
him,
Who does that to
but
you?
I can't do this no more. My jaw hurts.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I think that's unfair. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat your vagina right now in front of everybody. And you don't
You gotta unbraid it first.
Oh, shit.
For the audio listeners, Don has his pants completely off. Tiffany's butt is up in the air, and she is
Your tongue
slowly
is almost as
sliding
big as
down
mine.
over.
You got a big tongue?
Woo!
Oh.
Your tongue is bigger than mine.
All right, now Tiffany's taking her tongue and putting it on Don's
No, I'm
stomach.
not. That stomach is too hairy for
If you're
my
looking for
tongue.
t-shirts, go to BrodyMerch.com.
Oh, look at you. That's all you care about.
BrodyMerch.com. Help me pay my medical bills.
Yeah, so here's the
You
deal.
got
Brody
Medicare.
has a shitload of medical bills because of
Oh my God! Oh my
My
God!
God.
It's Russell Peters.
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters, everybody. Staples Center.
motherfucking
You got it.
How you
London,
doing, Russell?
Toronto,
What up?
Brazil, most likely.
Hey, Brody.
Hey, Yoshi.
That's Yoshi.
Is that Yoshi?
Hey,
No, that's Russell Peters.
Russell Peters, everybody. Good guy, funny.
Hey.
Hello, Russell.
Hey, Don.
Hey, Russell.
Here,
Thanks for being here,
You
man.
can sit right here, Russell, if you want to.
Stevens.
What up?
Stevens.
Russell,
Yes.
This is Skin Diamond.
She is fine as shit.
Yes, she is.
I told you.
What up, clown? What's up, buddy?
Here's a seat right here, Russell.
Thank you for coming, Russell.
Who's this fucking clown?
That's Russell motherfucking Peters, y'all. He famous. And he rich as shit. And he don't sell hair.
Now, Russell, you just missed a very touching moment between John Barris and
Before you say this, what a way to walk into a room. Look
I know.
at that. That is spectacular. You
I love
son of a
him.
bitch.
I hope one day he give me a job.
Well, that's what this is about?
You got re-engaged?
You know, when times is hard, pussy has to be sold.
That's true.
You got re-engaged? Well, congratulations, I guess.
Thanks.
Made the
That
cost.
fucked up the conversation.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Okay, you
Skin
should put it on
Diamond's
your
like, what the
Facebook.
fuck is wrong with you?
Redban,
No Skin Diamond.
you're in the middle of telling Russell what's going on.
so your name again?
She's a
My name's
star.
weird, I know. It's weird.
She's Ethiopian, Portuguese, Spanish,
How many people? It's only takes two.
Mandarin,
Ethiopian, Czech, Yugoslavian, Danish, and Yugoslavian, and German.
Yugoslavian twice.
That's the best
Did I
part.
say that twice?
My daddy from Eritrea.
I don't know what I am. I'm just
She's
a fucking
mixed.
mind.
You ain't got no flies or nothing. You good?
Yeah.
My dad from Eritrea.
I'm skinny though.
Yeah, right next to Ethiopia.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
Does he speak
East
Italian?
side. Yeah, he does.
See?
Yeah, he speaks
my shit.
Italian, Haddish, Hebrew. My daddy is my English and Spanish.
English?
English and Spanish.
That motherfucker speak
I
English.
speak English, Ebonics, and Japanese.
And
And a little bit of
Oh my
Hebrew.
god, say something in Japanese.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Say
Ohayo gozaimasu. Nihongo ga skoshi wakarimasu ka? Skoshi wakarimasu.
oh shit.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Oh
yeah.
my God.
It's like watching Ethiopia and Eritrea repair fucking borders.
That's
Double boner, oh my god.
double boner.
So
Can't
good.
see what I'm doing under this table right now.
I can.
Oh,
Kidding.
oh, Brody.
She's holding her pee-pee.
Yes, positive push.
Brody, are you happy about what happened today?
Is that possible?
Yes.
Are you glad at least a little chink of the armor has been exposed?
Whoa.
Yes. Not exposed, but moved in a
He didn't
positive
mean it, buddy.
direction. Yes. We have Russell Peters here. Russell, what do you got going? Are you traveling in the
Yeah,
next
where you
week or
coming
so?
from?
I am off for the month of December, my friend.
What? You're not working?
Chilling. No, I didn't need to work.
Did you play Staples already?
No, we got moved it to Nokia.
Moved to Nokia. That's a
We
nice theater.
downsized.
How was
When
that?
you doing that?
It's January 12th.
What?
January 12th.
Can I come?
Sure.
Do I have to buy a ticket?
Hell no.
That's what's up.
You know.
You gonna hit me back on Voxer? Because I keep hitting you up on
So
the
you on
Voxer.
What's wait, we got app talk here, Nick. What is she talking about?
Voxer is
That's
the.
for free messaging for people who don't want to pay for regular messaging.
Yeah, but then it's voice messaging. So.
Yeah, it's like a radio.
It's like a Nextel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did Foxter for a while, but then everyone stopped doing it.
It's Voxer.
Russell, what's your favorite app? What do you use the most?
What do I use the most? Let me look at my apps here. I'm not really an app guy.
You're not?
You don't do any DJ apps? Because I do DJ, which is one of my favorite apps. to do
No,
on the
because
iPhone.
I actually do that. So.
I know.
No, but the problem is I don't find it accurate enough.
Oh, it's not accurate at all.
No,
It's
so
like
I
it's like a
can't-
child's.
Yeah, I
DJ
can't fuck with it.
for podcasting.
What is that, the manga camera?
Manga camera is me and Don's new favorite.
I like
one.
Toon
Manga
Cam.
camera.
Or
Manga camera, that's a good one.
Kit Cam. Kit Cam.
I have
Kit
Toon
Cam's
Camera.
good.
Kit Cam's the hot one.
What's a Kit Cam? What does it do to the
Kit
pictures?
Cam?
It does like all the things all the other cam apps do in one app.
Here, look. I'll take
Except
a
Manga
picture of
Except
I think it might even do that kind of stuff.
Really?
It's crazy.
Tiff, ready?
All right, so Nick is saying check out Kit Cam. Clownvis, what's your favorite apps right now?
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I always wanted to be a cartoon.
There you go.
Yes, can you make my titties bigger?
Bubble Mania. Is that like a
Not
bubble
when you lean
bubble?
back.
What app is that?
There you go.
Russell.
Toon Cam. I just
Toon Cam.
cartooned.
Oh, that's
Don,
nice.
Brody,
Toon
and,
Cam.
and
My
Tiff.
skin looks greasy.
Oh, that's good.
By the way, may I say something to Redban?
Russell, will you pay for? Go ahead, Don.
Thank you very much for putting up the Ding Dong Show, which comes right after this. We're going to tape another one.
Right after this, we have a Ding Dong Show. The first half of it's a podcast, and the second half is the actual Ding Dong Show performances.
I'm going to watch Ding Dong.
And we kind of introduced the characters last week, so thank you for letting us have
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of positive feedback. Actually, the first Deathsquad show that we did here last week has already got over 70,000 hits.
Wow.
And it's only been out for 3 days.
That is so cool. So that I get to do this show and the Ding Dong Show tonight.
No, you're not doing this.
Oh, no.
Brody, that's... you do your thing, I do mine, okay?
Brody is me friend on Twitter. Yes, you got it. Brody36 on Instagram.
Tiffany, please hit me back sometimes. Dang.
All right, well, let's break down this whole thing. We still have to talk to the artist to see what's going on here.
I just boxed him. Let's see if he boxes me back in his face. I'll just box him in his face.
So what's the cartoon one?
What's that?
What's the mega cam?
Manga camera. It makes everything look like a Japanimation or
okay, I want to see that.
It's free. It's really fun to experiment with. That's what. And if you take the photo and then put it in the Instagram, it adds this awesome side effect.
I have bad skin. I need to get macrodermabrasion.
You have good skin.
What you need is some Tiffany juice on your skin. That'll make it
Where can you get that?
from my juice box. I'm bottling it up and I'm selling it at Burt Williams.
Black Williams.
You can call it, Black Williams.
You go to Broke Williams.
Yeah, it's called Tiffany juice.
Yeah, I want to do oral on you.
It keep you from cracking. It make your skin look good. You got all the natural black juices that you need to.
What was that?
That was me boxing him. That was my box message. Now box me back, buddy.
Oh, I want to see your box.
You want to see my box?
Yeah.
My vagina
Sorry.
box?
Do you know what she could do with her Vox? She showed me one night. It was pretty incredible.
You're a squirt. She said she was a squirter. Does it involve squirting?
No, it didn't involve no squirting.
Hey, she had all her clothes on. It had nothing to do with it.
Everything was on.
Oh, she does. She can queef. She's
On
the best queefer on demand.
I don't know how to-
I'm not bad.
No,
We got
so-
another guest here.
I'm gonna go underneath the table for this one. Come on.
Brian, there's another guest here.
What?
Another great comedian.
Oh shit! There he is, guys. Give it up for the very funny Eddie M.
From Australia. Eddie F. Talking shit. Eddie F.
In the building.
You got it. Anti-anxiety.
Didn't comb his hair. What?
Yes. Super
Let's walk up in
tennis.
this motherfucker.
You got it. Drove a Volvo in New York.
He got the Julius Caesar going on for real.
What up, Eddie?
Hey, Russell, how are you?
Nice to see you, man.
Now Eddie does shit talking. But lately it's only you shit talking now, right?
Jim left me. We broke up.
You broke up.
We broke up.
I thought he had a baby.
He did have a baby. Well, he didn't have a baby, but
His girl did though.
his girl. Yeah.
So he
You always got Jason.
Yeah, we have Jason still.
Jason's back?
Back. He's never left. He has nowhere to go.
Oh, I thought he was stuck in like Alabama or in Louisiana or
No,
something.
we did. We sent him across the country with fans, and it got dangerous, so we had to fly him back.
Really?
We drove him from our house, my house, to his mom in Johnson City, Tennessee. She had cancer, and so we had the fans drive him. And by like the third person to pick him up, it was like a white supremacist that like drove him into the desert and showed him like how to kill people. And he was calling me. He's like, "I'm in the car. He's out in the car."
That's funny. That's great.
That shit's crazy.
That's great.
Jason is crazy.
You had sex with him, didn't you?
I didn't never have sex with him, no.
Those little
He
crabs
wanted
are
to have
crazy.
sex with me, but he
What was that
crazy.
show on the
His
Oxygen?
DNA don't match my shit. I couldn't fuck with it. Not gonna happen. You got that right. I like crazy, but not that crazy.
You like crazy?
I do like crazy.
What do you think of Brody as a man?
Shit, Brody would get his beard fucked back to black. You understand?
Really? You could do that?
I will teach him how to take people out and be a good friend.
Let me ask you this.
May I
Hear this?
Back to black.
But Brody's afraid of me.
I want to ask you an honest to goodness question because
And
I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you
give you
this.
an honest to goodness answer.
All right. I know this in my heart of hearts. I know that you know how to treat a man exactly how he needs to be treated. I can tell everything about your body language and everything. Brody has a hard time. No, don't touch it. Don't be silly. Because I'll tell you this. I tried to set him up with this girl one night, and he honestly said to her, before she left, they're just talking, he said, would you wear that same outfit you're wearing today? Like, it just automatically creeped him out. But would you do something? Would you make this guy a man? Would you be willing to do that?
He's already a man.
I know that.
I will make him a better man.
Could you do that?
Oh, shit.
Well,
Take the drinks away.
I think a lot of what's going on in this guy's head is the fact that he hasn't had any intimacy with a
That's all
black
he
woman.
needs. Somebody needs to teach him.
And I'll bet you, because you see, the thing is, I can tell by your body language that you're the smart type of girl. It's not all about rough bullshit and just tearing them apart.
No.
You make him feel very sensitive
He needs to be
your
special.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to feel
And you
special.
could do that.
And you would lick his asshole, right?
No.
No.
Well, it depends. If he buy me a house, he getting his booty hole licked out.
I'll shower.
If you buy me a house, I will wash your ass.
I have good water pressure.
I will spread your up. You bought me a house.
See, I'll do that for
4-bedroom
no
house with a
reason at
swimming
all.
pool. You
I
will
got a
get your ass
one-bedroom
up.
apartment in there.
No, I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with a one-bedroom apartment. But I can make you a better man when you can buy me a house. I will comb your eyebrows. I will fix your I will read lines with you. I will help you work out. And I will get your mind right. And I will beat your ass.
Will you catch his 90-mile-an-hour fastball?
A fastball?
Yeah.
How fast? You know, Don's voice was so soothing. I felt like I could have made love to him.
Thank you.
I was just like, I could probably do that then.
And if he buys me a house, I'll lick his
I'll play
asshole.
baseball. You'll lick his ass
Again.
But Tiffany,
I
I'm
would say
serious.
I would play baseball.
That felt good.
I'm
You like
serious.
that, right? You need
No,
that.
I need
He
touch.
really does.
Yeah,
He
you need
really
that. It's
does.
something about the touch of a woman that makes a man calm down. If you ever in a situation with a hostile man, you just touch him real softly in the back of his neck and say, "Baby, calm down. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna suck the wrinkles out your bones. Calm down." And then we'll calm the fuck down. And your wrinkles out of balls. Oh shit.
No, it's true. That's all right.
Would you go on a date with him?
I've already offered. It's too late. I mean, I would drop everything I got going on right now for Brody because I think Brody got a lot of potential.
Thank you.
And I like your DNA match. You know, I seen your mama and stuff. She got nice titties. I think our daughter would have beautiful breasts.
Yeah. You want to go to Saddle Ranch or something?
No. We can go to crustaceans.
By the way,
We can go to the Ivy. We can go to Gladstones.
Tiffany, is there a point between doing nothing with Brody and having kids with him? Is there a middle point somewhere in there?
Yeah, I
Would you
mean, I
wanna
think
take them?
anybody I sleep like on some real shit. Like if I sleep with you, I'm thinking about having kids with you because I let you penetrate me. So I think you're worthy enough to be the father of my child. Okay, I might let you eat my pussy, but I won't let you penetrate. That's because you're not good enough. You
Yeah.
understand? You can lick my ass, but you're not
Yeah,
good enough.
I'll do that.
If I let you penetrate, that means I think you have good enough DNA. You seem like smart enough. I could work with you. We might make some good babies. Bam. That's what every woman in here thinks.
So you all
Am I the only
It's
one
not
that
her.
has blood flow?
But that's not her. She's on business. She's doing
No
business.
offense, sorry, but
doing
I
business.
like sex without strings attached
Yeah.
as well.
All my sex come with strings. Cause I'm playing
You're
sex
perfect,
wrong.
Brody.
Decide.
I'm ventriloquist in this motherfucker.
I'm 3 inches and crooked.
That's okay. We can work that out. I can teach you how to make it grow. It's nothing. 3 inches is
Oh,
nothing.
I
That's a
want you
French
guys.
tick.
I want you guys to go on at least one day. Tiffany, would you go on one day with him?
I would rock this world. I would
Brody,
take
don't
this
you have a
life.
hairy dick too?
I have to shave
I
the
didn't even know
shaft.
his dick is
Yeah.
hairy.
Hey Brody, can we do a double date on Olive Garden Butthole, which is a podcast that we go to the Olive Garden on a date, and we do a podcast. No?
You know why it wouldn't work?
Why?
Because because you know what Brody needs more than anything in this world? He needs exactly what she just did. Someone to touch the side of his head to make him feel.
Just calm down.
I know it, and that's what he
And
needs.
it'll increase the circulation to his
It
head,
should-
right? All this will grow back in.
Brody,
This
you're
should've
the
been
Thailand
ridiculous.
You can't do that in an Olive Garden.
Yes,
No,
you
we
can.
can do it in Thailand though. There's an Olive Garden in Thailand. I looked it up. There's
Well,
one.
that's what he
This right here. This what he means.
But
This all
Olive
over the
Garden
world.
sucks.
That's the whole point.
This what you mean. Look at your face turning off.
That salad and those breadsticks are phenomenal.
They are.
You need a black woman with long acrylic nails to just scratch your scalp. That's all you need.
God, I'm in
Ain't
heaven.
nothing like a good scalp scratcher.
Oh, God.
drunk.
But I just want everybody to see this. Notice, even when I'm not talking to Brody, I'm still trying to help him out.
Thanks, Don.
And he's never done anything for me.
He drops the mic.
I always say I look up to you. You're the spirit behind Jimmy Kimmel. When I see Kimmel, I see you. It's not a lie.
No, do something.
You know, Don, you did make me feel comfortable recently on Kimmel.
Well, that was, you know why? Because I know this. That's a tough little gig, and it's been very hard for comics, and you've been nothing but classy. Every time you've ever been here,
one of the best.
You're one of the biggest stars in the world, and yet you are one of the nicest people too.
Oh,
and I was glad to come on. I was glad to make sure you were feeling like that.
Don came backstage. I had no clue. First of all, I didn't know you were the warm-up guy there. And then he came back into my dressing room and he was like, "Hey, I'm so glad you're on." I'm like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I do warm-up." And then he came, talked to me in the dressing room, and then he came and hung out with me right before I went on set. And because he was standing right there and I know him, I was like, okay, this kind of makes it easier. And then when I walked out, I felt good.
Yeah, well,
so
good.
I appreciate
Well, you know
that.
what? And I made sure that the audience knew that you were one of the funniest people there are. And so they kind of like, people that didn't know who you were, got that too. And I'm glad that you said that. Thank you.
And you know, Russell, when you were on The Burn with Jeff Ross, I did the same thing. I got the audience.
You
It was a pleasure to see you there.
He did.
All right, that's a cable
Brody is
show.
me, Fred.
It's a cable show, though.
And you know, Russell, when you were at the Laugh Factory one night on a Thursday, before you came in, I told the audience, I said, Russell's one of the funniest.
You know what? I believe you too.
Skin,
have you done anything?
What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Thank
what?
you.
What you
What?
I called you Sky. I'm sorry.
Done anything? What? I've done a lot of things.
She's done more movies than you ever have.
I
Movies? Yeah, hell yeah. I've jerked off to a lot of movies, but that's about it.
Oh, it's a Russell.
And she's made you do that.
I'm very specific.
What do you specialize in?
I like.
Well,
I go to those
specialize
over
in-
30 women websites.
I
There's one called.
specialize in BDSM.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
What is that?
Well,
Because you have a very pretty face. It's like really pretty.
well, I like it rough. What can I say?
That's that Ethiopian.
Holy smokes.
You know,
Like it rough don't make your face
fetish
pretty
shit.
like
No, it
that. That's
doesn't.
better. What's BMS?
BDSM is bondage, sadio. Wait, what are the letters?
Bondage,
named?
domination, sadomasochism.
Bondage, something, whatever. It's all
We know what
fetish.
Russell's into.
So you like it rough?
So you be getting.
I like it
You like it
not rough
missionary?
too.
Wait a minute, you be getting chained up, spanked, beat, and all that shit?
Yo, I'm
Like a
just
slave?
Have you ever
You
had?
fucking with that slavery bullshit?
What do you think
You do
this
slave
is?
porn? You do slave porn? God damn, girl, we fought against that. Stop bringing that slavery shit back.
She did one
I'm just saying, I bet you they call you nigga.
Don, can you step in?
Fuck that shit.
Come on, get a hold of yourself.
You don't gotta call that white man nigga. That make him feel like he got a big dick.
She did do
I will
a
call you nigga.
No.
anytime you want to, bro.
Tiffany, only the people watching it say that word.
You know
Oh my
what?
God, I'm fucking mad.
She did a movie called
I-
Fuck Me in the Back of the
There's a
Butt.
difference between a slave and a submissive, okay?
I said that
shit.
millions of
No.
Let's
times.
get the pay. I read 50 Shades of Grey, okay? The bitch got a card and a fucking phone and was a submissive.
Yes, but the thing is,
That's still
when I started being a submissive, the one thing that we learned was the submissive is
God.
in control because they're the ones allowing a dominant to do the things. I can say no at any time. I can be like, no,
We could have
fuck
said
off.
no 400 years ago, but we was like, no,
That
this
is
is
not
my business. I roll with that shit.
Also, she's cutting her brains out at the
Hey,
end.
your dad's from Africa. What are you talking about?
My daddy was
I don't
very
want to
serious
fucking everybody's
Brody,
shit.
talking about my cousins on my mom's
Break it up. Come on, guys.
I need to say one thing before you go on, real brief. Again,
No,
I can't
it's
express this
not.
enough.
It's not the
To me, there's
same.
one race, and that's the human race. Okay, let's.
I have a serious question.
We got black
Skin.
we can be racist.
Skin, can I defecate on your chest?
No.
See, what the? That's
I'm
exactly.
not into that shit.
I thought. I want to push it.
I call my safe word. I call my safe word.
I got a question. Does jizz, you ever take your earring out of your nose and jizz ever shoots out there when a guy squirts it up there?
Eddie.
I'm
No,
just
because
asking
I
you.
don't know how to take my nose ring out of my nose.
All right.
Oh, you can't take it out?
No. But no, I don't
That
do
was
that.
so
Well,
nasty.
submissive,
That
let me
was
show you how to
nasty
get it
as
out.
shit.
Hey, now.
I don't.
That's nasty, Eddie.
But
First off,
I
you
like
should
it
have asked
dirty,
her.
but
What you should have asked her is, when you take your nose ring out and you sneeze, does snot come out? Then you would have known.
Yeah, 'cause snot's not as fun as cum.
Of that nose
No,
ring
it's
hole.
too
That is
small.
nasty as fuck.
Yeah, it'd be even funnier.
Why do you have little scars in your arm?
Cause she do nasty, freaky shit. Leave her alone.
Oh, okay.
because I am a human with a past and I'm mysterious.
Just put aloe vera on it, like I told you.
You
girl.
can't
don't
say
want
you're
it all.
mysterious.
Yeah, also the
You just have to be mysterious.
I'm kidding, you guys.
Just put some aloe vera, raw aloe vera on it.
Excuse me, guys. I'm really.
Vitamin A.
All right, guys. As much as I wanted to just talk all night, we have a Ding Dong Show podcast right after this. I want to go through the line. Russell, thank you so much for showing up the second week in a row.
Thanks.
And Russell, I want to say thank you for giving me something for my birthday last Monday that you didn't even call me.
Did you get it?
I didn't get it yet, but Cookies sent me a text message saying you were sending me something.
Hey, I took care of Cookie though.
I know, and the bitch still ain't paid no rent, but we can talk about that later.
I don't like that.
Oh shit, she's living with you.
She's living in my shit.
Oh, my bad.
We got the real
Well, at least
Russell
now she
P
can drive away.
on Twitter. Guys, get up for Russell Peters. Don Barris, thank you very much for
Stephen, Brody, Stephen.
Hold on.
It's been fun. Oh, I didn't know.
They were talking about me. Next thing you know, you're walking all over it.
Sorry, Don.
Ding Dong Show.
Ding Dong Show is up next. You can also download the new Ding Dong podcast on Deathsquad.
Can you also say every Friday, go on there and go to the Big Three podcast?
Big Three podcast.
It's a very funny podcast. Check out Windy City Heat.
Woo!
Classic movie.
That's right.
Brody's HBO Go show where he goes
Russell, have you
crazy.
seen?
Don, that's a cheap
I
shot.
really got to see this movie.
All right, it's on Amazon. Brody, your show on Showtime.
HBO.
HBO, enjoy it. It's on HBO Go and HBO On Demand if you have cable.
Did you get a second season of that?
We're still in negotiations.
You got to do something.
And no Hangover 3, right?
No Hangover 3.
That's disappointing.
Well, you know, that's how Hollywood works. I mean, I had a manic episode, and I think it's hurt my career.
All right.
What about Past Due Date? They like the sequel.
Oh, dude, see, I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Maybe we'll do Due Date.
Are you in the third due date?
No, I'm not. I haven't booked a movie for over 3 years.
All right, well, we're going to get you some
That's why you
movies.
should be my friend.
All right, Tiffany Haddish. You can always Brody. It's all things. Brody is me friend.
Brody
on
is
Twitter.
me friend on Twitter, Bro36 on Instagram. Let's hang out and chat, and I'll
Why
meet you
the
at a diner.
36? You couldn't get.
That was one of my numbers in college. I just had
That's a bad thing to do. It's not my.
He went to college.
Will
how
Tiffany
dare
go out
you.
with Brody? Will she go out with Brody?
Will you? Yeah, Tiffany. Will you at least let him eat your pussy out?
No, don't say that.
Let's keep
Don't
it
say that. Be
clean.
nice.
Say
You know
that.
what?
Just say
If I-
yes.
Tiffany,
Why?
look at me for one
Come on.
second. Will you be
Look at
nice
that
to Brody? Just like
Tiffany, don't think
Dave.
it's just a
Always nice to
podcast. They
her.
really do.
I'm always
Scan,
nice
I would
Someone
HSO
She
it.
like
talks
you.
on podcasts, but then she
Okay.
doesn't
I
come
would
on.
always.
If you let me, I
always.
would.
What are you talking about?
Jason, you were gonna go with Jason.
I'm dirty.
Jason's fucking crazy. Jason offered to dye my hair at a white people hair salon.
Oh, you don't do that. You don't do that.
And it ain't even her hair war.
And it's not
What the
about
fuck?
race
I
here.
could have
because
mailed
to me
that
there's
hair
no
to
race
him and he
human
could have
race,
dyed it
but
and
you
mailed
don't
it
do
back.
that.
That's some bullshit.
Tiffany Haddish on Twitter, right? Tiffany
Haddish
Haddish,
on
all one
Twitter.
word.
Yeah,
Tiffany
Tiffany Haddish
Brody
on Facebook.
Stevens.
Also, check Tiffany Haddish out in Nick Cannon's new movie called School Dance with Kevin Hart. I play Cat Williams' baby mama in it.
Did he slap
Mike
you?
Epps in it. No, he didn't slap me. And yes, I did have a white baby on his ass. It's a fucking hilarious movie. Also, check me out on Kevin Hart's new television show
Yes.
on BET. It's supposed to be coming out in March, but now they're talking about January, called Real Husbands of Hollywood. So get BET, white boys. I know y'all don't have that shit. Subscribe if you can, okay?
That's right.
Also, check me out on the Tonight Show next month because the bitch is rising, and I have my own show coming out on Oxygen. I'm one of the baddest black women you'll ever meet. I'm gonna run this shit. I'm the new Oprah.
I love Tiffany Haddish. It's one of my top 5 favorite female comics in the whole entire world. Tiffany Haddish, guys. Skin Diamond.
Cute Oprah.
Thank you for coming, Skin. Where are you at? What are we doing? Skin Diamond on Twitter or?
My Twitter is skin_diamond, and seriously, don't follow me if you're easily offended, because
That's right.
I am not to blame for your anything. Shut up. Just
Dude, I
leave,
personally
you don't want
prefer your
Seriously?
Instagram over your Twitter because you have the most amazing photos. Every photo you post that I'm just like, she's the most hottest girl
Well,
ever.
thank you
Why-
very much. I
Do
actually
you
just
post
made
nudity on your Instagram?
No, because,
Oh,
and this
never
is
mind.
why, okay? I had an Instagram, I got deleted twice from not even nudity. They're fucking Nazis.
Those
But
Nazis.
anyway.
Well, Instagram's
What's your
now owned by
Instagram?
Google
My
or something
Twitter
like
is
that?
dirtier if you're into that
What?
shit.
Facebook. They're owned by Facebook.
All right,
What's your-
Instagram's
what's
owned by
your Instagram?
Facebook now, guys.
My Instagram is Skin Diamond.
All one
Skin
word?
Diamond.
But
Yep.
it's not. It's
All the
not
other ones
nudity.
are fakes. Just Skin Diamond. Oh, I'm taking
All
a picture.
right. Nick, Robot Pants. Okay, grab this mic real quick. Tell me about yourself. Where are you at? You got the new video game company going on here.
Robot Pants on all the networks that are useful, none of the ones that aren't. Check out our game on the iPhone. Bag it, it's good. It's
Bag
fun.
it. It's like Tetris, but you're doing groceries. It's pretty
Yeah,
badass. It's really addictive.
Yeah, it's super addicting.
And check out Nick on Muff Said also.
Yeah, and
podcast.
podcasting goodness, lots of nerd talk. Probably bore the shit out of you unless you know how to make your own computer. Then it'll be exciting.
That's
Can you
right.
hook my hey? Can you
Robot
hook my
Pants on
sister up
Twitter.
with a job? For real though, she just graduated from Academy of Arts in San Francisco. The bitch know how to make video games and all that. She right now she's working at GameStop, but the bitch is bad when it comes to making some shit. She do 3D animations, all that. She doing my website and shit right now. She making me in 3D. I'm gonna be a bad bitch. I'm gonna be a cartoon in 3D. What it do? But I need you to hook up my sister with a real job because I can't pay the bitch. She
That's right.
She taking EBT right now, but she won't be taking it long.
Yes, give it up for Nick. Eddie, it was great for you to show up at the end.
Thanks for having me for 4 minutes.
I'm sorry, brother, but you know how it is.
I just came from a funeral. That's why I was late.
I'm sorry.
Somebody died. Actually, 2 people died, but it was okay.
Oh.
It was a fun funeral. I'm on.
You're killing.
Jim Jeffries died?
Yeah, he did. No, Jim's not on our podcast. No, it's I've got a podcast called Talking Shit, and it was with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ifft. Now it's just Eddie Ifft. Jim's doing a TV show called Legit, which on FX, which you can see me on. I play a fat guy. They put me in prosthetics, and I weigh 400 pounds. And yeah, real fun. Fucking 8 hours in makeup. You can see me out there, and I'm at Eddie Ifft. EDDIIFFT.
He just complained bragged.
Did I a humble brag?
He just complained bragged. Oh, 8 hours in makeup. Oh. Fuck. You know what? I gotta go. My accountant's calling me about some money.
That's a few. All right, Clownvis, thank you for stepping up and filling in Jason Tebow's lost soul. Let's finish off. Wait, first, before we finish off with Clownvis, let's look at the artist. Elizabeth, how are you doing? You're not even finished yet. Holy shit!
Wait.
Wrong name.
Did you just call me Elizabeth?
Oh, what did I do?
Wow.
You just
Artist.
Am I think I'm in your phone.
Maybe not.
Oh God, what is that?
That's a dolphin pussy.
Oh, you texted me that. That's fucked up, man.
What?
That's a dolphin.
I'm sorry for calling you Elizabeth. There's a reason why I called you Elizabeth. Elizabeth texted me like 5 minutes ago. Guys, give it up for Megan. We have the drawing here.
There are too many people on this stage.
Oh, I know. But you can still finish it. We'll all sign it. And we're going to eBay this. If you guys want this is good. When we release the episode, there's going to be an eBay auction. That's fucking amazing.
Let me see.
By the way. It's fucking crazy. And she's not done yet.
Can it be signed by Elizabeth?
Oh, it's going to be signed by everybody, and then we're going to put it on eBay.
Is
and
that
then
somebody fucking a panda?
Well, he's riding a panda rocket, which is going to
A
be turned
panda
into
rocket.
a rainbow.
That's fucking
So that's going to happen. And I'm
Is
sorry.
that me talking shit?
You're saying unicorn.
Oh, unicorn. Yes. Put my mole on there so I know it's me, because right now I look like a white woman with wavy hair.
You look like Billie Holiday.
And there's no robot yet. And Nick, Nick, I know we're friends. Like I know what you were last. I don't know what it was. Sorry.
But the cool thing is that we're going to put this piece of artwork, and we're all going to sign it. We're going to put it on eBay, and then she gets all the money from the
That's
auction.
what's up.
And so she gets paid, and we all have a great cover art for the podcast. Thank you so much, Megan. I'm sorry for fucking. All right, Clownvis, we're going to do a song here to close us out. Clownvis, you can be found on Twitter under Clownvis.
At Clownvis.
At Clownvis. What are you going to sing for us tonight?
It's a song about friendship. It's a song about getting to know one another.
Watch me walk and watch me roll. Watch me tap down the throne. I'm a Superman at home. Now my dude.
All right, let's do it.
Keep going.
There we go. Thank you guys for coming out every Monday.
Thank you all very
Watch
much.
me rock and watch me roll.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Superman, these hoes.
Redban.
Can you start over? Get a little
There we
juice.
go.
Brian.
Give a little juice here. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're the power and the confidence. Yeah. And if you feel a party, invite everyone. I got it. You would be selfish, it would be for me. And the heart attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you all for being my friend. Thank you for being Redban.
Thank you, Clownvis. See you guys later. Stay for the Ding Dong Show up next. The Ding Dong Show podcast on fucking iTunes. Thank you guys.
Great job.
Thanks, man. You got it, dude. That was awesome, right?